Right. So this is like a different session. This is not about like regular teaching sessions we are having. This is about a couple of questions which are sent by a person, and they are regarding Saturn debilitation and Venus debilitation. Okay, so I'm just going to respond to these two questions as I thought that responding them through a video will be much easier and it will reach more people. Okay, so more people can be aware about it rather than only one person. Okay, so the first question is about around Saturn debilitation. Saturn debilitation last time happened somewhere in like between 98 to 2000, and that was the time of like Saturn debilitation. It is again going to happen from like 2027 onwards. So this is as I see like it is 98 generation. I and all my classmates have debilitated Saturn, and that too retrograde. What does it mean to have the placement of Saturn in chart and two houses it owns? Then three aspects in total. Saturn is having impact on six houses. Does it mean to have no progress in areas impacted by Saturn till 36 years of age? This is the question. Okay. Uh, right. So understand like first of all Saturn itself. Among all the planets, Saturn is the most difficult planet. It represents everything which we don't like. It represents delays, hard work, perseverance, restrictions, frustration, limitation, and all these things. And now it is debilitated also in this like example we are taking or question we are taking. It is also debilitated. It is like a double whammy kind of thing that a planet which is naturally weak, naturally difficult. I won't say weak, naturally difficult. It is also weak by strength. So your ability to handle with those things is further weakened. Understand? There is a like concept going on in astrology that malefic planets, if they are weak, it is better to have weak malefic planets. I don't follow that logic. Okay, because that malefic planet is representing many things in your life. Okay, Mars is not only your aggression or violence or anger, it is also your willpower and courage. So if Mars is weak in chart, your willpower and courage can also go downwards. Okay, Mars also rules some houses in your chart. So if Mars is weak, then it is going to impact those houses also. So as far as possible, I would love to have all planets in good dignity, because Mars is strong shows that I'm taking Mars example to understand Saturn later. Mars is strong in the chart shows that person can have difficulties, obstacles, but he will also have the courage to fight against those obstacles, to overpower those obstacles efficiently. Now Saturn is like delays, hard work, perseverance, and all. Now understand debilitated Saturn, where it can impact is that person is having all the troubles of Saturnine nature, and then Saturn also represents your bones and teeth. So physical body is also weak. Okay, it is like that type of situation that someone is having lots of problems, financial problems, career problems, and all, and now physical strength is also not there because Saturn is also debilitated. Now this person needs to work hard to come out, overcome his financial difficulties and all, but he doesn't have the physical strength. His bones are also weak, his physical health is also not good. So this is why, as far as possible, planets should be strong in the chart. I know it is not our choice, we have to work with whatever we get. Okay, but for the theory purpose, I'm saying that the logic, that logic that malefic planet should be weak, I don't follow that. Every planet should be strong. So a strong Saturn means the problems are there, but person also have the perseverance ability. Person has the ability to work hard over a long period of time, and then he can overcome the issues. That is the first thing. So planet should, first thing is that planet should be strong, whichever planet. Okay. Then in this question, like first part of the question is that what does debilitated Saturn and that to retrograde means? Saturn, as I said, difficult planet, difficult energy, limitations, frustration, and all, and also it is like debilitated. So it is like if a normal plan like Saturn in Capricorn or Saturn in Aquarius or Saturn in Libra person was getting results around 35 years of age, this is debilitated, so it may even be further debilitated, like delayed till 40 years of age. Okay, if the like a normal Saturn person, Saturn in good dignity person would have to work hard for like 14 hours, this person might have to work for 18 hours to get the same result, 18-20 hours to get the same result. This is like Saturn debilitation. Plus it is retrograde. Okay, retrograde Saturn is like very close to Earth, so its rays are reaching you with more intensity. This person will feel the impact of Saturn more than anyone else. Also, Saturn is your duty and responsibility, and retrograde means reverting backwards, reflecting backwards. So, this person will reflect back time and again about his duty and responsibility in life. What I am doing, am I like following my path? Am I like following my duty and responsibility in life? Am I doing whatever I am supposed to do in this life? So this person will reflect back a lot upon these things. So this is what happens with Saturn. Saturn is delays, then it is debilitated, so it means further delay, and then it is retrograde, so it is like person is reflecting back a lot. This is the like combined result of Saturn debilitated retrograde. Okay, person is reflecting back. Why we reflect back? When we fail at something. Okay, when we do something wrong. So initially, when this person is growing up to 30-35 years of age, the person is going to like person is making some mistakes in his life, around his career, around his work or duty or responsibility, and then he is reflecting back, then he is correcting them. That's why he is getting results beyond 35 or around 40 years of age. Okay, this is how it may happen with Saturn debilitated and retrograde. Then it is also about the houses it rules. The second part, the placement of Saturn, Saturn in chart and two houses it owns, then two houses and then three aspects. We will take aspects on later. So whichever two houses it owns, then it sits in one house where it is debilitated. Results of these houses will be delayed till like mid 30s or 40s. It depends on the person's hard work also and how early they start in their life. Like suppose like we see all these stories of like people getting very early success in life, even after having difficult planets or difficult Saturn placed in their chart, they get fame or recognition very early in their life, in their teens or 20s and all. But we forget the main factor there. They start very early. Okay, majority of these like celebrities, teen celebrities or early 20s celebrities, they start in their like 5 years of age or 6 years of age. So by the age of teenage itself, they have already worked for 10 years. So normally what happens, we start in our career around mid 20s. So we get the results around mid 30s, 35, the maturity age. This person is starting early at 5-6 years of age. This person is getting the proper direction, and then he is persevering. So the results are also like coming early in his life, around like mid-teens or 20s. He's already famous, he is already recognized. Okay, so that is what happens. Just a second. Right. That is what happens with like this result age. Okay. Also, it is not that if you are going to get the results after mid 30s, so you need not to do anything till mid 30s, and now automatically like the results will come in mid 30s. Nothing like that. You have to work. You are expected to work hard till mid 30s, then you will start getting the result. If you start working after mid 30s, obviously you will get the results in mid 40s. Okay, so this 10-15 years time and time gap is always there. Whenever you start, it's your wish. If you start at 5 years of age, then you will get success around 15 to 20 years. If you start at 25 years of age, you will get success around 35 to 40. It's your choice. Okay, howsoever delay you want to make. Okay, then whichever houses it rules in your chart, like here in this series I sent an example, 10th house and 11th house lord. 10th house is career authority recognition, 11th house is like your income and gains. So results of these two houses will also be delayed around like mid 30s. Again, it is not that you are not going to get any result, it will not be as per your expectations. The results will be limited, restricted. Saturn is only about limitations and restrictions. Saturn is never about denial. So this is the thing, that in this matter, in the 10th house and 11th house related matters, results will be delayed. Likewise, Saturn is sitting in the first house. First house is life path. So this person's life path can be delayed, like a realization of life path, what I'm supposed to follow, what I'm supposed to do in this life. That will also be delayed. Okay, then Saturn is not a relationship oriented planet. This is where we have to make things very clear. Saturn is not a relationship oriented planet. If we look at Saturn's life, Shani's life, no relationship in his life. Mother, father, siblings, and all. No one ever cared for Saturn. So this is where we cannot expect much results or any results in relationship matters. Like if someone is, let's say, this Leo ascendant, okay, for them Saturn is like sixth and seventh lord. Seventh house is the main house of relationship, romantic relationship, and all, one-on-one partnership and all. So that is why that is main house of like relationship. Now, as Saturn is ruling it, and if Saturn is debilitated, this is like really difficult for relationship matters. Okay, because now like the lord itself is not a relationship oriented planet, it is all a planet of duty and responsibility, and then it is debilitated. So this person can only sustain the relationship when he takes it as a duty and responsibility, that it is my duty. Okay, this like earning money for my family, or looking after my children, looking after my wife or husband is my duty. Okay, if he takes it like this, then things can be little better, but otherwise this is not a very good placement for relationship. Likewise, if someone is, let's say, Libra ascendant, for them Saturn is like uh, fourth and fifth lord, and Saturn is sitting in Aries sign, then also like it is really difficult. Okay, it is really difficult for relationship matters. So relationship wise, just forget it. Okay, if the results come, relationship come in life, just like take it as a duty and responsibility in your life, nothing else, then things can be better. Focus more on work. Okay, Saturn is a more a work oriented planet, so focus on work, and put your best of effort, and expect results around mid 30s onwards. Okay, this is what this Saturn debilitation will do. Now Saturn's three aspects, okay, will they have the similar impact? Understand, aspect is like sight. I'm looking at something. Suppose that there is a person who is very weak physically, very like going through a very difficult health time. Okay, Now, even if he looks at somewhere, his sight will also be very weak. Okay, he cannot look with like 100% gaze. Okay, his sight will be very weak. Otherwise, if a strong person is looking at you, his sight will also be very strong. You will be impacted by his gaze. Okay, so that is what happens with the planets also. If a planet is weak, even its aspects are weak. If planets are strong, their aspects are also strong. So Saturn's third aspect is about hard work. Seventh aspect is about limitation. Tenth aspect is about taking up duty and responsibility. Add Saturnine factor there. That okay, you have to put more hard work and effort. You will feel more limitation in the seventh aspect. You will feel like you have to work really hard to make anything in your career. With this type of chart, if someone is Aries ascendant, Saturn being the 10th lord, person should not be working for others. It is like almost no benefit from like authority figures. Which planet becomes most important here is Mars. Okay, because Mars rules Aries sign. Things can be further difficult as Mars is also losing its dignity. Okay, Mars is in Cancer, Gemini, Virgo. Okay, these type of signs. So Mars is also losing the dignity. So it becomes further difficult now. Saturn is debilitated, its lord is also debilitated or weak in the enemy signs. Things can be little better if Saturn is in Aries and Mars is in Capricorn, exalted. Then it causes this Nij Bhang Raj Yoga and all. Okay, I am saying little better. It is not that Mars is going to overpower Saturn at any point of time. So this is how this Saturn debilitation will work. I hope this was helpful. And again, I would suggest that the people should not be with Saturn involved, as it is not a relationship-oriented planet. People should not be much about the relationship aspect of life. There was another question. This is right. Now it is about debilitated Venus. So I will right. It is about Venus and Virgo. Also, like to be on theoretical basis. Okay. Saturn is debilitated in 20° Aries in Bharani Nakshatra, and Venus is debilitated at 27° Virgo sign in Chitra Nakshatra. Um, as I said, it is only for theoretical. They will be troublesome in like throughout the sign. Okay. Now the second question is about Venus. Uh, what does it mean to have Venus, a debilitated Venus in chart? Does it mean no luxury, wealth, love, and happiness in life? I also read in Planet Maturity article Venus matures at 25 years of age. Uh, Other part we will take little later. Okay. Venus is the One of the like significance is like finance, wealth, luxury. That is like non-living significance of Venus. Living significance of Venus is relationship. Okay, so these things like a planet in this sign or that sign or debilitation, exaltation, they don't impact your non-living significance. If you work hard, you will earn money. Okay, how you how you utilize that money is still your free will. Whether you spend it all in one day or whether you save it, that is all your free will. You can work on it. You can learn how to save the money, and that will be fine. So what I am trying to say is that Venus debilitation may not impact someone that much in like materialistic terms. Money matters. Okay, money and luxury, conveniences, wealth of life, and all. It may not impact that much. Where it can impact is a relationship. Venus is the main karaka of relationship, or I should say, relationship capacity. Okay, how how well I am in sustaining my relationship. Okay, I always say one thing that marriage and job are similar by nature, easy to get, difficult to sustain. Okay, marriage also, job also. Okay, so that is the thing which happens, that I can get into relationship with someone. Now, getting into a relationship is not a problem, but how I sustain that relationship, how far I can sustain that relationship, how much I can accommodate, adjust with the person, how much I can be flexible with the person, is seen from the Venus and also the moon. Okay, moon is also your flexibility. Okay, so if someone has a weak Venus in the chart, like Venus debilitation or in enemy sign and all, this person has difficulty in sustaining the relationship. Okay, uh, because another thing happens that when it comes to relationship matters, two or more people get involved. Okay, like at least two, and if families are involved, then everyone is involved, right? So now when more people are involved, okay, more like chart energy is involved, more planetary energies, everyone is behaving as per their chart, so things may be difficult. Even if two people are involved, suppose I am there, my partner is there, she is trying her best to accommodate with me, she is trying her best to adjust with me, but I am not even paying attention to her. So how far that relationship can go? So these things become really important here, and causes difficulty in relationship matter, because at least two people are involved. X person may be trying their best to sustain the relationship, Y person is not even willing to talk to the other person. How can you comprehend X person to sustain this relationship over a long period of time? Okay, so this is what happens with Venus in Virgo, is that their own capacity to sustain a relationship may be weak, and they may like also attract a partner in their life who may also like have very less capacity to sustain a relationship over a long period of time. Okay, also, it is the sign of analysis and details, being very analytical about their partner. Okay, in relationship matters, this person can be very analytical about their partner, very critical. You didn't do this thing right. You didn't do that thing right. What type of dress you are wearing? What type of haircut you are having? Now, in relationship, we desire appreciation. We desire our partner to appreciate us. Now, if I am regularly pinpointing mistake of my partner, that relationship is going into like downhill. Okay, so that is where these people need to learn with Venus in Virgo, that at least if they cannot appreciate, they should not be depreciating the other person. So that is where they should be focusing. Also, like this Venus debilitation can be this just a second. Right. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to add is like practicality. Okay. Virgo is the sign of practicality, realistic nature. So they should like figure out. Okay. They should figure out to live a good balanced relationship life. What are the practical expectation I can have? What are the realistic expectation I can have from my partner? And their partner should also do the same. It is always two-way traffic. It is always balanced situation between two individuals. Okay, so whatever I am telling here in relationship matter applies, and not only here. Whenever I wrote any article about relationship, whenever I made a video about relationship matters, whenever I said anything about relationship, it applies to both the parties similarly. Okay, so when Venus is in Virgo, they should make this very practical and realistic expectation, and that what they can expect from their partner and what cannot be expected. Okay, what the other person is unable to do. Okay, so having those expectations from the partner is obviously going to like spoil the show in the relationship matters. So this is what these people should look for. Okay, like coming to a practical resolution, coming to a realistic approach towards the relationship. So that is where things can be like a little better. But largely Venus in Virgo is going to impact your relationship life, the relationship sustainability, how you sustain a relationship, capacity, basic capacity of relationship. That is what is seen in this. But in other matters of Venus like wealth, finance, luxury, conveniences, and all, I don't see any issue. Uh, Venus matures at 25 years of age, means we should be matured by 25 years old. I never considered these maturity age as the maturity age of the planet. I always considered our maturity age. We should be matured enough by 25 years of age at least to make wise choices in matters of relationship, wise choices in matters of like finance, wealth, and luxury. That is what it means to have Venus mature at 25 years of age. So again, to repeat, Venus in Virgo is not going to impact your financial life much, but when it comes to relationship life, this person needs to work a lot. Okay. How does the second part? What does a combust and debilitated Venus in second house and seventh house with Sun? Uh, does it reduce the impact being a natural house of Venus as per Kal Purush horoscope? If Venus is with Sun in second house or seventh house, doesn't matter whichever sign it is. Okay, the person is asking this. Venus Sun conjunction again. For things like creativity, finance, wealth, it is good position because Venus is getting the light of the sun. Okay, it is getting further brightened up. Okay, so beauty, luxury, convenience, wealth, creativity, and all excellent position. Even with Venus in Virgo, they can be like very good painters, very good artists. Okay, Pablo Picasso had Venus in Virgo. Okay, now in relationship matter, what will happen? Sun represents ego and Venus represents relationship. Ego and relationship cannot go together. I cannot keep my ego and like have a good relationship with my partner. Okay, I cannot expect that. If I want to have a good relationship with my partner, I should learn to say sorry time and again whenever I make a mistake. And same goes with her. Okay, so this is what like the sun represents. Sun represents ego, and Venus represents relationship. So when Sun Venus are together in second house or seventh house, regardless of whichever sign it is, and regardless of any house, okay, even if Sun Venus are there in the 10th house also, okay, because Sun is Karaka of ego, Venus is Karaka of relationship. So one Sun Venus in the 10th house also can give you like ego conflicts and relationship. Okay, that's it. So Sun Venus together in any house, any sign shows relationship ego conflicts and relationship, and this person may need to let go of ego time and again to sustain his relationship. What does it mean is that he has to learn the art of letting go of ego in this life by attracting difficult relationship or difficult partners in relationship. They will learn how to let go of the ego in relationship. This is what this whole scenario of Sun Venus in any house, any sign can represent. And as I said, and as I always say, you cannot have ego and relationship together. Either you can keep your ego or you can keep your relationship. That's it. Okay. I hope this is helpful. Let's meet next week, next session in with some other query. If you have any query and if you want to ask some question about something in astrology, please feel free to send your comments and questions in comment section, and I will be happy to respond. Thank you.